En unos días en nuestro país se va a realizar un evento para la industria minera sumamente importante pensando en el futuro de la industria, que es un sector, lo sabemos, sumamente relevante para nuestro país. Este evento es la conferencia online Siemens Minerals Week, que busca abordar precisamente los desafíos en materia de digitalización minera. Este evento se va a realizar el próximo 20, 21 y 22 de julio. Serán 2 horas de intensas y entretenidas conversaciones en relación al desarrollo de la industria y al proceso de digitalización para avanzar a lo que algunos denominan la minería 4.0. Queremos abordar precisamente los desafíos y algunos de los temas que se van a instalar en esa conversación, en esos 3 días de conversación. Estamos junto a Milena Subires, directora global LDA de Soluciones de Siemens. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Thank you, Milena, for being with us.
Thank you for being part of it.
Thank you for your time. Milena, well, first, I would like to ask you about a general perspective about what does digitalization means for mining industry. Some experts talks about some kind of mining industry like a new kind of industry for the future about of this technological revolution. What can you tell us about that?
There is a lot going on in terms of digitalization in all the segments around the world, and minerals and metals are supposed to be the ones less mature in this direction. And the expectations of the market is, in a recent report by BCG, is that 30 to 40% the mining industry is behind other leading industry in terms of digitalization, like automotive. Mm-hmm. So there is a lot from the mining industry to catch up in terms of digitalization. And if you would ask me how digitalization can help the mining segment, there is a lot that can be done in terms of optimization of processes, in terms of safety of people, in terms of sustainability, environmental safety, water safety, because when you bring optimization, you bring across as well the optimization of the resources as well. That is one of the pressures towards the mining industry at the moment.
What kind of technology specifically are we talking about?
There is a multitude of technologies. So it starts from topics like virtualization of the plant that allows you to operate the plant from a remote distance, or even do some maintenance works also remotely, and then you avoid that people go on site, especially important now during COVID times. You can talk about as well selection of ores so that you can optimize the process and process differently depending on the characteristics of the minerals. You have topics like optimization of the value chain and automatic usage of the stockyards, or automatic management of these stockyards.
Yeah, you talk about optimization, about efficiency in mining processes. How this will happen? How operators or the industry will see this optimization?
Well, when you implement the systems, it starts. There are several stages, right? Mm-hmm. So it starts with sensoring and measuring device. It has all this data analytics behind that collect all the data, process it, and results as either an automatic operation or even to information for management or operation decisions. So this is how the digitalization will support the whole process, and with more information and reliable data, you can take proper decision and optimize the whole process instead of looking at specific parts of the plant on even to a end-to-end optimization approach that in mining doesn't exist at the moment.
Yeah, so it's some kind of revolution, right?
It will be a digital revolution into mining.
Yeah.
I think it happened in other segments, as I said, a few or maybe a decade ago. And in mining, it's starting more. We have some examples of some projects we are already working that we see this happening already. That you see the optimization on the value flow, the optimization on amount of available information for executive or operational decisions are there, and this saves money and of course improves the results of the industry and the mines.
Yeah. What would you say are the biggest challenges ahead for mining industry for 2021 or 22? What would you say are going to be the biggest issues?
I think the biggest issue is ESG requirements that are increasing over and over. So reduction of CO2 emissions, reduction of water consumption, and all the benefits that this can bring to society. Mm-hmm. I think this is one of the top things. Currently, COVID is one of the challenges, sure. Also because of the restrictions, people going on mines, and also to avoid that there is contagions and people get sick. Mm-hmm. It's something I would say, hopefully, that will go through and it will end by next year with vaccination going up. And optimization of costs. The expectation of the market is that there will be a significantly increase in needs for commodities, especially copper, platinum, mm-hmm. and other commodities for the decarbonization of the world. The amount of minerals is up to 7 times bigger for renewables energy that we have today with traditional gas and coal power plants. So this increases a lot the requirements of mining, and in the end you need to optimize your value chain, optimize your process so that you can deliver these additional quantities, and also on saving environment and following the ESG requirements that go up and up every year.
So hopefully mining industry will be closer to these sustainability targets in the long term, right?
They are
because
already.
Of these changes.
They are already. So most of the mining companies are already following up these trends and acting in this direction. So you see mines like Anglo America, BHP, they have programs in this direction, and they are actively looking for solutions to foster greener operations. And Siemens is a big partner for this, because sure. We are also supporting in many of these solutions where we optimize operations, we reduce the use of CO2 or reduce the use of materials in general, mm-hmm. as a partnership with these mining companies.
Yeah, what do you think about the idea of pandemic acting like a boost to these trends, technological trends? We have seen it, of course, in our own jobs, probably because of remote work, for example. So what do you think about mining industry?
Yeah, I think mining industry for nature is a more traditional market. So it moves less fast or is lower into these innovations and digitalization, as I said before already. So COVID did it to the whole world, right? Yeah. It really push us forward to this virtualization, remote work, remote operations, digitalization to a certain extent. In the mining world is not different. Mm-hmm. So COVID has really pushed even further the need for remote operations, the need of virtualization. If activities can be done remotely, and to a certain extent, 2 years ago, it will not be that acceptable or that recommendable. Now it's the contrary. So everybody is willing to go in this direction.
Milena, what do you think about the challenge for workers or executives in mining industry in order to face these challenges ahead in terms of these changes that implies also a cultural change, for instance?
Well, every change has some resistance, right? Mm-hmm. But I guess the world, as I said, has changed so fast due to the pandemic that we are being pushed into this direction. Mm-hmm. So and some prejudice that might be there, it's falling apart, and I would say even the contrary of this, people are really seeing the benefits of sure. it, how it can be more productive, how it can be faster, how it can be secure as well. Mm-hmm. So the mindset of people that there are, of course, people tend to be in their home turf, in their traditional methods, but they were forced into this direction and they saw that it works. Yeah. So I expect the barriers to be lower now. Mm-hmm. And when I talk to customers like Anglo America, like Rio Tinto, they are embracing this. They are really fostering and pushing forward this type of solutions, this type of new thinking, I would say.
Yeah. Milena, let's go deeper into sustainability. I would like to talk about this a little bit because this is a huge challenge for humanity, especially for Chile and for mining industry. This is a big challenge. So what can you tell us about what LDA Siemens commitment with this kind of developments?
We are investing a lot on solutions that are eco-friendly, I would say, and we are also trying to bring real evaluations, calculations to prove that these solutions can really support environment causes. We have, for instance, when we replace truck solutions by conveyor belts, electrified conveyor belts for transporting the ores, transporting the mines, in the mines, we reduce significantly the CO2 emissions, and this can be calculated and this can be shown. We have also, as I said, these solutions, we are collaborating with MindSense to bring this real-time measuring of the ores and decide on the best utilization and the best processing methodology depending on the size and the quality of these ores. And this saves water, this saves process as well. This helps nature.
Milena, at last, I would like to talk about another topic, but a very important topic about the incorporation of women into industry, technological industry or mining industry, for instance. You have a very long, successful and long career in this industry. You're at the top of LDA Siemens. So I would like to talk about this in terms of what companies should or could do to foster women into industries.
I think the best way companies can foster and help diversity, being gender or age or race, mm-hmm. It's really to give equal chances. So mining is a predominantly male segment, as engineering is, as energy normally is, as soccer is. So if you would just allow people, give the same chances and really decide based on their competences, then it will be naturally there. And from my point of view, okay, I see, I was normally involved into predominantly male areas. I was playing soccer when I was a teenager. Cool. I did engineering, electrical engineering in school. There were like 5 in 180 people, 5 women in 180 people. Then I was working all my life in transmission solutions that it's, again, very male driven. Yeah. And now mining. For me, it's more like if you give the chances for people to show what they are capable of, they will come up.
In Siemens Minerals Week, a few days ahead, we will be talking about this because Women in Mining is one of the hosts of this event with Siemens. So this will be an interesting topic to talk about. Milena, thank you very much for this conversation with CNN Chile.
Thank you.